Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm very excited to finally be doing my new room tour. It is still not completely set up the way I wanted it to, but it's like 95% done, and I'm moving tomorrow, so I really need to get the ball rolling on it. So if you saw my apartment tour video from a couple years ago, I do still have this name sign that like my floor resident person made for me in freshman year of college. And I did put up the Flash poster, even though I did not like the Flash movie, because I still think it's a decent poster. But yeah, welcome to my new room. It is much bigger, and it fully displays the insanity of my Lego collection. So we are going to take a closer look at everything. Thanos is joining us for this video, and excuse that pile of mess right there, because I did have to take a lot of stuff out of here so that I could make this video and have it look semi-clean. So the vision for this room was Lego Museum with a bed in the middle, and I think I've successfully achieved that. I was really struggling with what color to paint the walls, so I wanted to go with a light blue, but I thought it looked terrible. So I went with all white because all my furniture is white anyway, so then the only color in the room is my Lego sets, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I've got a bunch of displays on this side, and then over here I do have my Lego City. So I guess we'll start with this because I don't want to show this too much. It is a complete mess. Don't judge me, okay? Because I have not had the time to plan the city. It is just overrun with minifigures and vehicles and a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore. Like, I don't need my old sanctum because I got the modular building one. So I'm going to replace this corner with the boutique hotel. I just haven't had time to do that because 2023 has been an extremely busy year. So again, I mean, I never complete everything that I set out to because I'm always trying to do too much at once. And then underneath, it's an even bigger mess. It's just a bunch of random sets, mostly Disney, because my vision was to turn the underneath into a Disneyland. So you'll see I actually have LED strips that were connected at one point to light the whole thing up. And then those airplanes are there because I was gonna hang them from the ceiling on fish hooks, which I still want to do eventually. But like I said, I'm moving out tomorrow. I'm moving to California. So I'm not going to be home until November for Thanksgiving. And that's when I'm going to try to fix up my city. And next to the city, I did hang all of my art this morning because, again, I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. I've got this retro travel poster for Jurassic Park, which I'm really happy with. I think that that's a beautiful, beautiful art piece. And then I have a couple idea sets on display. We have the A-frame cabin and then the treehouse. And then in these drawers, which I think look a little bit unsightly, I would have preferred to stick these in my studio, but there's not enough space in there. These are all the little builds from a bunch of different themes. So I have a bunch of little Star Wars builds. I have a bunch of Bat vehicles, as the label says. I've got a bunch of small Marvel sets, like most of the mechs. So that's what's in these drawers. It's just small things that I want to keep built in case I want to play with them or put them on display, but I don't have enough room to have them permanently on display. And we're kind of just going around in a random order. This is my favorite art print that I own, I think. It is a Matt Ferguson, that's his name. It's Matt Ferguson's poster for WandaVision, which shows the TV with Wanda and Vision, and then reflected in the static and in the water is their Halloween costume versions, not actually their real MCU versions. But I love this art print. It was like super limited edition. I think it was one of like a couple hundred. It sold out in like 15 minutes. So I'm really glad I got one and it looks beautiful. I'm sad I can't take it with me to California, but we'll see. I'm taking more stuff than I planned on. So I think that maybe when I come home in November, I might take some more things back because it only really hit me that I'm moving out of my home for the first time for real like 2 nights ago. So I do have a little Jurassic World display here as well. So I have the Biosyn headquarters from Dominion. It's a little bit cramped here. I don't know how much I like this. The Biosyn headquarters thing is kind of just temporary. I'm probably going to dismantle it sometime soon. Or I mean, I guess next time I'm home. And then this is, of course, the T-Rex Rampage set, which I think is a nice display piece. And then this is my dinosaur cabinet. So these are not all of my dinosaurs, but it is most of them. You can kind of get a decent look here if I kneel down on the floor. I am posting close-ups of most of this stuff on Instagram since I'm not doing Lego videos anymore. So if you want to see like what all of these dinosaurs look like in the cabinet, Just keep an eye out on my Instagram account at goldenninja3000. If the post isn't up yet when this video is up, it will be coming in like the next week or two. Behind my door, I have put up as a poster, I mean, it's technically trash. It's like some tissue paper from the Hunger Games exhibition shopping I did in 2015. But I don't care. I feel like it looks nice. You know, it's got the symbols of the districts. And my Hunger Games like hype is being resurrected to an insane degree because of the new movie and how good that book was, even though I read it 3 years ago. I did reread it. I'm actually rereading all of the Hunger Games right now, which is why you can see Mockingjay on my bedside table there. But anyway, then I also have a Jurassic World Dominion IMAX poster. And then there's Thanos again. I'm glad he's hanging out with me since I'm not going to see him for a little while. And then this is where we really start to get into it. So this is the Harry Potter wall. So I'm trying to back up. Oh, and I guess technically Lord of the Rings, because I did put some Lord of the Rings sets on display there recently. So I put a lot of thought into this. I used to use my closet as Lego display space. So I got a dresser so that I had somewhere to keep my clothes. And then also so I had display space on top of it. So we'll start over at the left. I've got my Tower of Orthanc, which was the first like big Lego set I bought, like over 2,000 pieces, $200. I also have a couple of the new Lord of the Rings brick heads on display there. Then I have the Battle of Five Armies set, which I just bought recently, along with the other two brick heads and the Council of Elrond from 2014, sorry. And then all the way at the bottom, I do have Hogsmeade, which used to be on a shelf. It's a little bit cramped in there, and it's also kind of dirty. Sorry, I forgot to dust that cubby. So I mean, this works okay, but it's not perfect. I'll probably end up dismantling this one at some point soon because I just don't think I have a good spot to display it. On top of the dresser, I have my 2018 Hogwarts Castle, which is one of my favorite Lego sets ever. I just hung up the 4 house banners sets, which look wonderful. I really like the way that they sit on the wall, but they do have a problem. They can't sit flush against the wall on something like command hooks because the tap pieces that hold the lenticular panels get in the way. So that was kind of disappointing to me, but I think it might be better if you're just hanging it on a nail that's a little bit further out from the wall. Then I do have the Harry and Hermione maxi figures. I was at Brickworld recently. These have really caught on. I've seen a lot of people build like their sig fig in this style, and I'm really happy to see it. Lego did just come out with the upscaled minifigure set a month ago, so I'm really hoping we see more of these because I've been wanting more ever since I got these Harry and Hermione ones. I do have the Hogwarts Express Collector's Edition back there. Again, that could be a little bit more prominent, but I think it works. My displays are a little bit cramped just because I have so much stuff. Then I have a bunch of golden minifigures, all the golden minifigures, and then the Hogwarts Icon set. So this does, I think, make a really nice display, and I love how the house banners kind of complete it. I was planning on putting the minifigure series up there, so I actually have like 2 frames full of the minifigure series sitting here on the floor because I was going to hang them, but wall space is kind of at a premium. And then this is my little collectible corner, so I do have Lucius Malfoy's walking stick. I've got a few of the Horcruxes, the locket, the cup, the ring, and then Ravenclaw's diadem. Oh, I was going to move this for the video, but I didn't. This is the Hogwarts set from 2011, which was one that I wanted for a really long time, and a friend gave me theirs in like 2015 or something like that. And then I do have the Dumbledore's Army Wand collection back there, which I thought about hanging on the wall, but I think it looks fine back there, so I figured why hang it. And then I've got a couple Lord of the Rings things as well, with Sting and then the One Ring inside that little box. The next shelf is also Harry Potter themed, so I do have the 2020 Diagon Alley up here. I was leaving room for Gringotts, but then Lego never made it, so I kind of just filled in the space with the Burrow and then the Ministry of Magic, which still look really nice, but I would love it if, you know, we actually got a Gringotts set to complete this lineup. So I mean, I'll hold out hope. I do have the 2011 Diagon Alley set that I haven't built yet. I was also going to display that here because that has Gringotts, but again, haven't gotten around to building it. So, I mean, story of my life. But yeah, I really love that Burrow set, and my Ministry of Magic display I think is really, really cool. I also have another Scarlet Witch art print over here. I got this at Detroit Comic Con last summer, and it's got like Vision in the middle of her, and so I think that that's just really cool. And I do have my Titanic over here on my headboard. as soon as I saw this set, I knew that it was just going to live on my headboard forever. And it's beautiful and it's amazing. And I love the Titanic. I was really obsessed with the Titanic as a child. And it's been in the news a lot again because of everything going on with that submersible. So I've gotten to pull out all of my knowledge from when I was a child. So that's been fun to, resurrect my fun facts about the Titanic, although of course nothing involving that actual real life situation is fun, but it's a really beautiful Lego model and it looks wonderful on my headboard. This is a little crocheted Thanos of, the dog, but wearing the Infinity Gauntlet that one of my best friends made for me for Christmas, 2021, I think. And then I've got my Lego books in the side of my headboard just to be on brand. I also have that free Diagon Alley set, and I guess I might as well get down onto the ground again because I've got more small Harry Potter stuff in here. It's a couple more collectibles. That's the black boxes on top of those books. Got the Monster Book of Monsters, and then these are some Jurassic World bookends that I got in like 2015. So I honestly should have taken these with me as well now that I'm moving, but not enough room, so maybe next time. Up here we have the Jurassic Park Gate set from 2019, which is also a really, really nice set. That's another one that I didn't really love when it was revealed, but then after building it, I came to really like it. I also have the Silent Mary from the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie from 2017. This is still an amazing set. Then I have a little Star Wars corner. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but as you can see, I did used to like The Mandalorian. So I've got the Mandalorian helmet and then Baby Yoda. And then just some smaller builds, some brickheads, and then the Slave One, which is one of my favorite Star Wars ships. And I'll talk about Star Wars ships a little bit more later. Then we get into the superhero stuff because my favorite themes are Harry Potter and superheroes. So I've got Groot hanging on to the Benatar, which I really love, like that little corner. I like how Groot's like holding on to it. I've got that free small Avengers Tower set from a couple years ago. And then I do have the big Hulkbuster, which I do think looks really cool on display. It's not one of my favorite sets, but it is a really, really striking display presence. So I really love what it adds to this shelf. And then we have the Avengers Tower from 2019, because I've got my custom one in my city, the Black Widow Comic-Con exclusive set with some custom minifigures that I added in, and then the Bowie from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I really love that set. That's one of my favorite sets Lego's made in several years. I didn't love it when it was first revealed, but it's so playable. It's such a unique design. I'm really sad I'm not bringing it with me, but I want to build a custom one, so that's why it's staying home. And then this is the Batman corner. So I have the Ultimate Combination Mosaic that Lego released. If you bought 3 of those Batman art sets, and that's just beautiful. It's such a cool display piece. I'm so glad I finally got it hung up because it's just been sitting in that corner for so long. And then on the Batman side, I do have the 1989 Batwing wall mounted. I've made a video on that before. Then I have the 1966 Batcave and cowl. And then I do have the new Batcave Shadow Box set, which I really want to light up because I feel like that set would just look amazing if it was like permanently lit up with a yellow glow. But that's another really, really awesome set. I haven't posted on Instagram about it yet, but yeah, it's pretty special. It's very unique amongst Lego sets. And then I have the 1989 Batmobile, which is another one of my favorite sets ever. Like, I just think the 1989 Batmobile I think it's one of the best designed Lego sets in existence. And it came out 4 years ago, and I still think that's true. Then this is the Batman cabinet. Kind of hard to see in it, but I've got a bunch of Batmobiles on either side. So I think this side is like comics. And then I do have some Batman sets from The Batman. I'll try to open this. So the 2 Technic sets, and then I have the newer Tumbler. And I don't think I'm doing an Instagram post about this, so that's why I'll just go close up for a second. These are all the movie Batmobiles. So I actually really, really like that one shelf. And then I've got my Batpod and Dark Knight trilogy customs. And then I have the original Tumbler on the bottom. So honestly, you'd think I'm like a huge Batman fan from this. I'm not that big of a Batman fan. I just really, really, really like the Lego sets. Actually, maybe I am a Batman fan because like the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson is an incredible film. Then a couple more books over here, but these are not all Lego because I also have like my elementary school yearbooks. These are just some smaller builds, gift with purchases and stuff like that. And then I have the Super Mario question mark block. I also have Harley Quinn's baseball bat from Suicide Squad. This is one of my favorite collectibles as well because I love Harley Quinn. So let's go ahead and stick that in the corner again. And then I've got a bunch of stuffed animals. So I've got some from like when I was a kid. And then I have some more recent ones because I have like the WandaVision Build-A-Bears and stuff like that. So this kind of just happened where they all piled up on my floor. But I do really like the superhero Build-A-Bears. I think that they're really, really cute. So that about does it for the main room. I'm sure this video is going to be very, very long, but it's time to move into my studio. So let's go ahead and take a peek. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I moved bedrooms. I did a room tour about a year and a half ago, but this actually used to be my sister's bedroom, and this was her walk-in closet, and it is 3/4 the size of my old bedroom. So I've made it into a studio. So this is my desktop setup. This will be taken down approximately 20 minutes after I finish filming because I need to ship this monitor to California. You can see I'm editing my newest video on there, the Hot Toys haul, which might be out by the time this is uploaded. I don't know, I filmed it first, but I don't really think I have time to upload videos right now, so I don't know when even this one is gonna go out. But yeah, in the corner I've got my speaker. I have a couple Harry Potter dot sets because I think they class up my desk. I have this lamp that like one of my dad's friends had made for me and given to me, and I just think it's pretty and adds a touch of class here. So yeah, I've got my Mac Studio. I have my little desk knickknacks, so more Lego, of course. I have a ring wraith on a horse. I've got koi fish. Oh, I got that rock in Portugal. It's beautiful. I love rocks. I feel like I've never met something that I couldn't collect. And I'm sure you guys can tell that by seeing my room. But yeah, and then I've just got some classic Lego stuff. So like Lloyd's motorcycle from 2014, Lord Business, and then the Golden Mech from 2013. I've got some keychains on display there. I have the Eiffel Tower, which is amazing, and I really love having it in my studio. Then this is where I film. So right now there's just some random stuff on the desk because like I'm still building my new Harry Potter set, so I want to do a comparison like photograph with the old Hogwarts Express, and then that has to be dismantled. And then I'd like to take these Star Wars sets with me to California, but I don't think I have the room, so just had to get them out of the way. This is my utility cart. So on here you can see my blueprints for my city. This is how I plan my city. So I'll be doing that again in California. Got my label maker, extra light bulb. These are all my tools. So like dusting brushes, scissors. I have my little UV flashlight. So all of that is going to get packed up. Then I have all my extra pieces and then Ziplocs so that I can reuse them when I'm dismantling sets. Over in this corner, this is kind of the classic corner. Again, this display is more chaotic than I would like. And pieces keep breaking off and I keep dropping stuff. But I've got Pirates of Barracuda Bay. I have like the Castaway Island set. Then I have Lion Knight's Castle. So, I mean, I like the look of the display. I just think it's a little bit cluttered. And then, like I said, like I kept dropping Smaug on it because I like having Smaug looming above the castle. But he kept falling on it the other night. And so a couple pieces broke off and I don't think I'm ever going to find them again. But I made a really cool display. So I also need to post pictures of that on Instagram. I have like 20 Instagram posts I want to make. So eventually you'll see it all. And then up there is Bowser, which is another wonderful set. Really, really like it. I feel like I love all the Lego sets I see, but I mean, if I didn't love them, then I wouldn't be buying so many. And then I've got my glass cabinet here. So top level is Arkham Asylum from 2013, which is another one of like, it's a set that I wanted for a long time and then finally got in like 2018. Then I have Rescue Hot Toys framed by my unfinished Hall of Armor. It's still a work in progress. Don't know if it's ever going to be done because I'm not happy with the design. But yeah, Rescue is getting packed up. I'm taking all of my Hot Toys with me to California. But just for this video, I wanted to set up the display like this. Once Rescue's gone, this will just be the Hall of Armor. Or maybe it won't be, because maybe I'll want to have the Hall of Armor in California. So I'll have to decide. But I think that this looks really cool, her surrounded by all the Lego figures. Then I've got the medieval blacksmith shop because I needed somewhere to put it, and it is a really nice display piece. And then the haunted house from 2012 all the way on the bottom. Underneath my filming desk is where most of my dismantled sets live. There are some in like our spare room's closet, but this is most of them. And then those bags are all Hall of Armor parts for my modification. This is my wardrobe. So the top level is all of my movie stuff. So I've got some Lego sets there with the Black Panther bust, the gauntlets, Star-Lord's helmet, Thor's hammer. I do have the Hot Toys life-size Nano gauntlet up there, and then a bunch of Funko Pops. So kind of just my favorites are out. As you can see, it's a lot of WandaVision stuff. This shelf is pretty messy. Got the Globe, the 2 Lego Movie direct-to-consumer sets, and then just some of my favorite minifigures, or just minifigures that I like. But yeah, again, that needs to be cleaned up at some point. Oh, and I've got my keychains. I love these keychains. And then this used to be a lot messier, but it got very clean like yesterday. I've got some recent Harry Potter sets at the back. Don't really have anywhere else to display them. I have the new giant Razor Crest, which I think I'll leave here, but I am going to take apart the smaller one. I was just doing a comparison thing. The Lego Batman movie Batmobile, another one of my favorite sets ever. And then this is my backlog. This is everything I haven't built yet, and it's what I'm not taking to California. So you can see all the sets there, and then that priority mailbox is what the 2011 Diagon Alley set came in. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know if/when I'll ever build all of this, but moving is hard when you have a Lego collection this size. This wall has some dismantled pieces, or sorry, color sorted pieces. I know I shouldn't sort by color with a collection this large. I just have no other way of doing it. I've got some other Lego stuff. That's actually a size sorting head to sort pieces by size. That's been very helpful. Some random Lego knickknacks. These are all of my extra parts, so that's full. I need to find a new receptacle for those. This is just some random stuff that I threw on display together very quickly. Those are some of my favorite Harley Quinn minifigures. I might move up one of my basement displays and put it here. And then this is a minifigure frame that has some of my favorite minifigures in it. A lot of Marvel stuff. But this close-up will be on my Instagram account as well, because I feel like this video is going on long enough. I don't need to show all of those minifigures. Oh, and I do have my Captain America Civil War posters on the back of the door. Just some more random stuff in this corner. And these are the few parts that I've sorted by piece type, because I did want to sort by piece type. I just don't think I'm ever really going to get around to it, at least not in this house. But I did forget to show you guys that I do have more color-coded pieces in this chest of drawers where the collectibles are. So these are all organized in like little buckets. So yeah, a lot of organization happening, and yet it's never done. So, I mean, that pretty much does it for the room, but I'm going to take you guys around the rest of my house a little bit to show you where my other Lego displays are. So this is my kitchen/dining room. This is where I do 90% of my building, at this exact spot with this tablecloth because it's my favorite. And as you can see, I'm working on all the Harry Potter sets and packing up some boxes for moving. And over here, oh, I meant to pick up those instruction manuals. I've got the loop coaster on display. I was going to dismantle this, but don't have the time, so it's just going to go sit on my room floor. And then I do have Rivendell, which is beautiful and amazing and will probably just be displayed on my desk where I used to film, since I won't need that filming spot anymore when I won't be living at home. I also haven't built the Ninjago City Gardens yet, which is very sad, but that will have to wait till November because I just don't have the time. Although the rest of my Ninjago City display is out in my living room. So first off to the right, I do have Starry Night. My mom lets me keep that here because she thinks it's pretty. I used to have a little winter village set up that all needs to get picked up and dumped in my room. I have some Lego flowers over on that shelf. And then I have Ninjago City all the way at the end here. So this is also a beautiful display. One of my, this is probably my singular favorite Lego display ever. And the more sets that Lego releases, the better it gets. So really happy with this. Would love to have it in California. Don't think I'll have the space for it though. So it might just have to stay here or go to the basement if my mom doesn't want it in her living room. And then up here, I've got my botanical sets, which they used to be better arranged, but they got messed up a little bit when we were cleaning recently. And then I've got the world map, which is another set that my mother lets me keep here because she also really likes that one. She helped me build it. I don't let anyone build Lego sets with me, but I let her do a couple lines because she was like really, really excited about it. And then we come to the basement, which also has a ton of stuff in it. And I'm sure you guys can see why my mom is happy I'm moving out. She's not actually, she's kind of sad about it. But yeah, my stuff is kind of everywhere. So I'm hoping to consolidate it more and bring more stuff to California so that, you know, my family doesn't have to deal with all of it. But I've got a bunch of big sets here, the Taj Mahal, the UCS Millennium Falcon, UCS AT-AT, and then this is probably where I'm going to stick Ninjago City. But I've got the Saturn V, Big Ben, Motorized Lighthouse, Wind Turbine, all that good stuff. And then the grand piano is sitting there right in front of the TV. So that also has to move. Oh, and I forgot I stuck table football here. So honestly, the more stuff I'm seeing, the more I feel like when I come home in November, I need to dismantle all this stuff and then sell sets like this because I have too much. I've also taken most of these shelves. We used to have books on these, but we packed them all up when we were going to move a few years ago. So I have some cars up on the topmost. Then I was kind of trying to make an around the world theme here. It's kind of messy. So I've got a space shuttle, so out of the world, I guess. I have the Houses of the World sets and some of these postcards. I have the Singapore architecture set. Maybe I should take that with me. I don't know. I want to take so many sets with me, but I don't know how much space I'll have there because they haven't really seen my apartment yet, which is why I'm trying to hold off until November on like a lot of stuff. More NASA stuff. This was like a little free, or not free gift, like a little VIP rewards gift. Then I have some Chinese New Year sets. So that's the first year, like 2020, right? And then we have 2021 sets and then 2022. And I don't have the 2023 ones. But yeah, this all could also stand to be dismantled. And then finally, I have a Monkey Kid shelf over here. And then I have a ship shelf. So Destiny's Bounty from the movie, Destiny's Bounty from Ninjago Legacy, and the Helicarrier from 2015. So I'm a little bit embarrassed, I gotta say, now that I've made this whole tour video and like my Lego is really, really everywhere. But I mean, hey, like I am moving out now. I'm a real adult. I have a real adult job. So I'm going to see what my space situation is in California and then decide if I want to take any of this stuff with me or if it's time to just sell it, because I don't think I should have this many displays when I'm not going to be living here. And I'm not going to show it to you guys because it's terrible, but there's also like a huge mess of instruction manuals that need to be organized. So I feel bad that that's stuff I couldn't get to before moving out, which is why when I'm home in November, I'm still going to have like a decent amount of organization to do. But anyway, that about does it for the new and improved room tour. Maybe I'll do another one in California when I'm all set up, but I don't think it's going to look anywhere near this nice. So this is a video I've been wanting to make for quite a while. So if you watched the whole thing, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're glad that you're not as insane as I am, because I definitely have a little bit too much stuff. So I think I will work on cutting down my Lego collection when I come home. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.